same phone mount. Oh, burning gas. Burning gas, because it's cold outside. Turn off my heated seat, maybe. Don't do what I did. Don't hit the curb. I think I've got myself straight here. It's hard to tell with the parking spots right now. With all the snow on the ground. I think I might have damaged my front bumper a little bit. Well, that's not too bad. Once the piece does look like I should maybe just take it off. Yo, what's going on, Kip? How you doing, man? Oh, thank you, sir. Won't be live too long, but I came down early to get the little one from school, or Munchkin from school, and I was going to go to the grocery store and get a couple things that were on sale. And I went to the grocery store and there was no parking. So I was like, I don't know. By the time I check out of here, it might be longer than I have. And I thought I was just going to be able to do a quick, like 15-20 minute shop and head out. But I probably would have spent another 15-20 minutes waiting in line. So waiting for a friend. What are you going to get up to tonight? Playing your Minecraft world? Or didn't you say you're doing a DayZ server or something too? Have you played Valheim before? I think that's available on Game Pass. I forgot about that. It was a pretty good game. I'd be up for trying to get back into that one. I enjoyed it. I never got that far into it though. I think I actually paid to run a server for a brief period of time. Not sure. Maybe I'm still paying for it. Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks like a really fun game. One day I might pick it up if it's cheap enough. And I have the extra funds. I don't want to turn the car off. Valheim. It's a like Viking survival game. The graphics on it are like a little low quality, but like they intentionally made them low quality. But it's kind of like a relaxing survival game. It's also pretty hardcore at times too. But I really enjoyed it, so I might get back into it. Maybe we'll do a server, small server, community server or something. I don't know. I don't want to turn the car off because it's negative 15 with the wind chill. It's supposed to be like negative 25 right now, so I'm just gonna keep the car on. BC Wildchild, nice. I feel like we're gonna get along. Hey, how's it going, Dan Cart? Or wait, Dan Cart or oh, Dancer? How's it going, Dancer? How's it going, James? Dang, a lot of people swinging by. Thank you for saying hello, folks. Why are you calling the cops? For what? Am I not allowed to sit in my car and drink coffee? Is that against the law? Oh, you're 9. You calling the cops on me because I said I think we would get along? I don't know about that. I don't think they're going to come. I hate to tell you. Yeah, that's true. If you're a 9-year-old trolling me, you probably shouldn't be here. Bye. That's cute. Kids these days, they're so adorable. What about you? What? I just said you're adorable. No, you're not adorable? Okay, well, you be wherever you want to be then. I didn't mean it like that, Kip. I meant it endearingly. You gotta get your mind out of the gutter, Kip. Jeez. Ah, you can go. That's all you got to say, James. You're out of here. Where is put user in timeout? You can go for the next day. Bye-bye. Oh, Kip, stop getting the kids started. You're supposed to be the mature one here, remember? Bye, James. I'll miss you, bud. Try again another day. So how's everyone doing today? I'm doing all right, other than the bitter cold. I know, Kip. That's why I didn't delete your messages. If I felt offended, I would have deleted them. But I don't really feel offended. He was just being rude, though. It's not that I felt offended by what he was saying, but it was rude. There was no point for it. From Costco. No squirrels. It is not currently snowing, but it is bitter cold. Don't think the snow's supposed to start here until Sunday, though. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, it's like maybe 25 right now with the wind chill. Pretty frosty out. I got here early though, so I got the first parking spot, so I'll just be able to grab Munchkin and throw it right in the car. Still got another like 20 minutes though. Isn't it nice when you can combo one of your own shops up? Well, yeah, it's saying negative 15 on the car dash, but with the wind chill, they're saying it's supposed to be like negative 25 right now. That's right, Daly. You tell them. Can't have any meat if you don't eat your pudding. I don't know if that works out. How's it going, Daly? How you doing today? Yeah, you're a little bit colder than we are, Kip. But I love it when I get to do my own grocery shops with somebody else's. Be nice if they would come through and get rid of some more of the snow, clear it up a little bit better, so I would have realized that I was running into a curb and not into a small pile of snow. I'm pretty sure I didn't damage the bumper when I hit it. It did make a bit of a scraping noise, but yeah, it looks like we're all supposed to get kind of slaughtered with this cold snap and storm that's coming in all across the states. My fellow Alberta Americans. Well, I'm from Ontario. I make lots of jokes. I haven't got arrested yet. You don't need to be from America to not get arrested for telling jokes. If anything, you're probably more likely currently to get arrested in America for telling jokes than you would be in most other countries. So it was a good joke though. Ran into a customer the other day. He was telling me how he wanted to go to Alberta because it's going to be the 51st state first. And I have a little bit of an issue around those people these days because I really don't like turncoat traders. And anyone who says Canada should be America and they're Canadian is a turncoat trader in my opinion. So it's hard for me to not get a little angry. I just kind of was like, yeah, smile and wave, and let him say his 2 cents. He's a bit of a lunatic, so I didn't really want to instigate with him. But now I guess we'd actually be the 52nd state because Venezuela is now the 51st. So yeah, I grew up Canadian. I plan on dying Canadian. At least I'll always perceive myself as Canadian. No, I will probably have to give the Alberta back to the First Nations before we ever give it to the states willingly. We can't can't revoke Albertan citizenship. Well, the problem is most of Alberta is actually reservation and owned by First Nations. So Alberta can't succeed without the First Nations being on board, and I highly doubt the First Nations are ever going to get on board with handing their land over to Donald Trump. So you guys can kind of put that one to rest. Doesn't really matter where the Albertans want to vote. It's not their fucking land to begin with. So I think it's like, how much of Alberta is res? It's a lot. Yeah, I don't think most people want to leave. I think we just gotta remember that we're Canadian and not American. We don't need to play their politics. I think too many of us are buying into this culture on socials. Like, I don't watch live feeds. I don't watch people ramble online about their political views, and I don't really like rambling online about mine. I think I'm pretty apparent on which way I sit, but I don't think it does any good to sit here bashing one another or instigating or spreading anger. Like, a couple people who I thought were reasonable human beings at one point recently been getting pushed a couple of their videos, and I'm like, man, all you're doing is sitting here creating a divide, creating violence, creating a problem when there doesn't necessarily need to be one. Seems like that's what a lot of it is too, just creating problems out of nothing. So yeah, Daly, I agree. I don't know why people are so intent on ripping everyone apart. And it's kind of funny because a lot of the I saw a guy who was goth doing the political thing, and he was on one of the sides, hard leaning or whatever, promoting anti-other side. Let's try and do this as least biased as possible. So there's this goth guy who was extreme far lean on one of the sides, and he was going on. Now I completely lost what I was saying, but he was just going on about stuff, and it's kind of made me think or laugh, because I'm well, the only reason goth culture really was allowed to flourish was because of leniencies that people started allowing that to exist in the early 90s and stuff, when people were the beginning of woke culture or whatever. And it's so goths were only really allowed to be a thing because of people being open-minded and being we shouldn't judge them. or eventually they became accepted or whatever. But then like, so you have all these people who are like part of these groups that weren't accepted and then became accepted, and now they're saying they're being like, you shouldn't accept other people. And I'm like, well, how does that make sense? Like, how can you go from a group that was like disregarded as human beings because you dressed a certain way or had a certain orientation or religious belief or whatever, you get discriminated against, but then you get pushed so far that now it's the same people who were discriminated against are now the ones discriminating? And like, it's like, well, isn't that a little redundant to be like, you aren't allowed your freedoms of expression, but I want to be allowed my freedom to walk around the streets whatever way I want? And I don't know, it's just such a mess, really. But I'm done now. If Alberta becomes America, the weather will approve. If only it was that simple. Okay, you know what? If I could sacrifice being Canadian for living in a Florida climate 24/7 without the hurricanes and all the other stuff, then maybe you could sell me on it. But that would be the only way. Really, my winters aren't too bad where I live, though, so. Yeah, the weather's just, it's all crazy out there. Everything just seems to be getting crazier as the days go by. Well, we all have the risk of getting tornadoes, but definitely is nice not being in an area frequented by them. I kind of like them, though. I would like to see one, but I don't want it to, like, eat my house. Technically, we do have poisonous snakes daily. We have rattlesnakes in parts of Canada. And I think we have, like, water moccasins and stuff, too, which are poisonous. Oh, not where you are, Daly? What do I like about America that I would like as being a Canadian? I've never really considered it. I've never thought that I would have to consider it. I've just always been content being Canadian. And like, other than the climate, and sometimes I'm envious that you guys get like cheaper rates on stuff because like your population's lower in certain areas, but I don't know, other than like a little bit of cost of living things, there's not that much difference, I don't think. We don't want a world where we need military, so that's not something that I'm interested in. I know that'll never be a thing because people will never be able to put their junks away, but you know, for so long I've tried to be a pacifist, and I've always said that violence is only necessary like 5% of the time, and 95% of the time it's just people trying to prove something. So I still stick to that, but I worry that 5% sometimes gets a lot closer these days than I would like it to. Usually when I'm dealing with people being rude or ignorant towards other people, which seems to be a more frequent occurrence these days than it used to be. Growing up, I never had to yell at people for riding up into parks and yelling at groups of people for being from different cultures and stuff, which was nice. It wasn't really something I considered ever having to do, but I had to do it this summer, or last summer, whenever it was. I started my channel, so I guess it was just the summer past. And then I've had to put some other people in their place when they're complaining about different groups being in my country or different people. And it's like, why are you, do I look like the type of person who wants to hear this? Like, I really don't care if you want to complain about someone for being them. That's not my jive. We do daily. I was gonna say, with the amount of culture I've experienced since the end of COVID's a lot. There's so many different people in my town these days from different regions of the world. It's been like really cool. It's essentially the way I see it daily. If you want your freedoms, though, you have to let other people have their freedoms, and it's not a one-way street. You can't just transfer your freedoms for somebody else's, and it's like, well, I want the right to discriminate, and they want the right to be a them, but my right to discriminate outweighs their right to be a them. But let's get it real here, people. For the people who want the right to discriminate, if there wasn't diversity and differences between people, you would have nothing to be angry about. So you need the differences, you need the diversity, you need the thems, because if you don't have the thems to complain about, you got nothing. There's nothing left. That's what you built yourself off of, is your fucking anger. So get rid of them if you want, but then what are you going to complain about? Go back to complaining about the government, I guess? Because that's always something we used to have in common, but can't even do that anymore. We have American football and the Dodgers. I don't watch sports. Is it the dumbest thing you've ever heard? Oh, that's a shame. I've been thinking about it for a while, though. But you can't have it both ways, can you? So if you can think of a better way of presenting it, and how people are supposed to continue to have the right to discriminate without anything to discriminate against, then I would love to hear your logic on that one. Because if there's nothing to discriminate against, why you need to be angry? Why you need to be upset with the world around you, right? So then you no longer get to be the angry person who's upset with people for being them. And then your identity itself dissolves. Makes sense to me. Exactly, yeah. I don't know. I grew up in a generation where if you wanted to discriminate against people, you did it privately with your other friends in like a closed space, not online, not broadcasting it to the world. And I think the world was functioning in an okay way back in the 90s when everyone kept all that in their garages when they were getting drunk. But now it all has to come to the forefront. And I don't know. When everyone puts it out in the open, it becomes a lot more, everyone's getting a lot more hot-headed these days. Hey, afternoon, Knowledge. How you doing today? This is probably the most political I've ever been on my stream. I don't know how we got here. Oh yeah, because Alberta America. Can we think of a better name for it, though? Albermerica? Almerica? Just watching a season of Survivor currently. It's was it blue collars versus no collar versus white collar, and then when they all merged, they named their team, their new tribe, America. So if we could just like get rid of the A, it's just like America. But if we add the like, you could always just call it America again, because if you take the A from Alberta and the America from America, combine them together, you just get America again. So yay, we figured it out. Oh, why do we have to give them Quebec? I like Quebec. And the Northwest Territories, how does that even work out? Then they have to like drive through Ontario and all the other provinces to get to them. Yeah, why wouldn't I like all the provinces, really. They all have something to offer. I don't judge anyone for what the province they live in. Quebec. I went on vacation there a few times. It was really nice. You can't drive to the Northwest Territories? Maybe you can't. I don't have my other phone to pull up a map. Canal, you created freedom. I love it. Oh, I don't care, Canal. You can have it. Fine. America's better. I honestly don't care if you're better than we are. I like being Canadian. How's that sound? I just don't care. We did, yeah, basketball. Didn't we also invent penicillin? Wasn't that Canadian? Hey, we've had some contributions. We aren't fully without contribution. Insulin. Maybe that's what I was thinking of, not penicillin. All right. Well, the little ones are starting to march out here. So I'll have to get out the car in a minute. Mine takes forever to get out of there, though. There, let's just agree that Mexico's the best, then. We can all rest easily at night. Did we create morphine? Oh man, I turned the car off and my feet are already getting cold. That's why I wasn't going out today, because my boots are good up until about -10. But in this, I got steel-toed, insulated steel toes. Once it gets about this cold, they stop being any good anymore. I might turn the camera off when I go to get the Munchkin, because I don't want any other kids to happen through the stream or anything, or get anyone else on camera. That wouldn't be fair to their privacy. There you go, Canal. Now you finally got something I can get behind. I'm just teasing. Man, things used to be chill. When I was a kid, man, like things like there was a little bit of conflict, but for the most part they were chill. I don't know what we're doing to the world. It just seems so unnecessary and not healthy for the next generations either, to bring them up into a world of conflict like we are. But yeah, that's just it, isn't it, Daily? Everyone's seeking it. Well, then I was thinking about it, like, because it's the one creator that I was watching who I didn't realize was leaning one way or the other. He was showing how much money he was making, and like, I think on Kick he made like $230,000 or something like that. And I was just like thinking about that. I'm like, well, half your content these days is just you sitting here complaining about like the other side. So it's just like a cycle of like people continuing to get attention, because now someone's going to comment or like make a video opposing that video, and then he's going to remake a video opposing that video. And like, who knows what sides they're even on? They just know that they can generate fucking money and revenue by creating conflict. Oh, hopefully not, Kip. Hopefully we can somehow avoid that. Until the robots launch them off, at least. That's a whole nother fucking story. We're really at a precipice of chaos right now in the time of humans, unfortunately. But we'll do our best to survive and get through it. I agree, Canal. There's nothing wrong with having discussions. There's nothing wrong with people disagreeing with one another. Like I grew up around a lot of people that I disagreed with, but like I still have my opinion, and no one ever decided to like lay me out flat for it, and I never laid out other people flat. But like sometimes, yeah, you did butt heads, you know. There were some disagreements where people were getting laid out flat, but I was always trying to be the bigger person. I was always the pacifist that would go up and separate the people who couldn't be mature enough to not create conflict while everyone else was having a good time. So, you know, two idiots would get fucking hammered and they would start knocking heads and getting fisticuffsy, and then I would just have to walk in and be like, fucking throw them both to the ground, act like a fucking adult for a minute, which is the saddest thing to think about with how immature you guys clearly see how I can be. But sometimes I am the most responsible person in the room, which is a scary thought. And then becoming friends after the fights. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm just waiting for my little one to come out of the school. Everyone else had to park far away, so they're all standing outside, but I managed to get the first parking spot, so I can just sit here and chat with you guys until the kids come out. I don't know, man. It terrifies me sometimes when I think that I'm more responsible than other people. Because I'm not responsible in some ways. And I have a hard time managing life. I'm definitely not like flourishing or succeeding by maybe some people's perspective, but I try my fucking best, you know. Drink a bottle of Hermits. What the hell is Hermits? Yeah, I mean, I don't like being, but sometimes I have to be. Especially now that I've had a kid too. Like, there's been a few times where we've been at the park and all the other parents abandon their children. And I'm like, whoa, there's a bunch of kids. They're like going crazy here. And I don't see another adult within like eye shot of these kids. So if something happens and one of them like falls and breaks an arm, I'm the first responder all of a sudden. And it's like, I don't know about those guys. I'm not good in crisis situations. Like, cheap wine, eh? Nice. Pair of boxing gloves in the bottom of every. It can't be that cheap if it comes in a bottle, then, Dale. Cheap wine comes in a box. Everyone knows that. When you get a job, you're going to be a big child with money. I hope you. Yeah, sometimes you just got to put on your professional face for work and go do what you got to do. And sometimes you get lucky and have employers that don't mind you being a bit of a man child. Just depends on the job you're looking for. I was always in positions moving furniture where, you know, I had to put on a good face for customers and stuff. But when you're driving in the truck with your buddy, you can kind of be as much of a foolish, immature clown as you want to be, which is nice depending on what type of job you have. Ones that some freedom like that can be good. When you get away from the boss, you can clown around in the free time a little bit. Nothing serious, obviously, because you're driving a truck, but all right, I see the little ones coming. I'm just going to close the video here for a second, folks. I'll be back. How do I do that again? Hide video. Anything to upset Cyrus?
No,
You hit him?
but then he's there to hit it. About
You can tell me in the car.
But I only touched him.
So you hit him first.
Yeah, I hit him and then I only hit him and then it's a silver punch and he hit me.
Where did you hit him?
I can't remember.
Why did you hit him? Was he being mean when you hit him? What did he do?
It was
Oh, you're all sick. It doesn't help. Ugh, we shouldn't have kept you here today. Oh well. Monday's gonna be a snow day probably.
No,
Okay, it won't be.
I want to say something.
What's up?
Tomorrow is a PA day.
Tomorrow's the weekend. Mwah. I wonder if I'll get out. I don't know. I've got a lot of people built up in front of me. Maybe this wasn't the best spot to go. Can people walk up a little bit? I think I might be able to get out here. There we go. Just fit there. Nothing worse than running over somebody when you're leaving your daughter's school. Apparently they don't like that. Oh my god. Traffic jams. Oh my god, people. All right. Let's bring back legal. I don't know if drinking and driving was ever legal, was it? I just don't think the cops cared at one point. Oh, sweetheart. Do you need your water? Yeah. Wow. What are you guys doing here? Do you even know what you're doing? I don't think you do. Okay, let's try and get your water here. Oh my. Oh, I hope that's closed. Oh, good. Yeah, yesterday the water was left open. And it made a huge mess in the backpack. I can't see coming out of here, people, because there's a bunch of big trucks parked there. So.
And there's a lot of buses in the way.
There are a lot of buses in the way. That's right, sweetheart. You want to say hello to the stream?
Hello.
Ah, there we go. That's my Munchkin. Oh, thanks, Kev. Yeah. Apparently there was a little bit of a tiff. One of the little boys got a little rough with her.
I know that.
Oh, sorry, she just told you. Oh, they say hi.
Hi.
You got Corey saying hi and Kip saying hi.
Hi, Captain.
And she says hi, Kipton. Are you turning or going straight, person? I think you're going straight, right? Then go, please. And then can progress into the lane here. There we go. Not trying to rush the old lady off the road or anything, but I just want to get out so I can make my way onto the road. Was that one of those like stop signs? Oh, Corey, it's fine. Like, the conversations are going to happen naturally. I'm just not going to make myself, like, that's not why I'm here. If a conversation is naturally struck up, or if somebody wants to be a little bit of a troll, like I've said before, I grew up as a troll, so, like, I don't mind a little banter. There's nothing wrong with it. And then I think Cannell showed in the end that he was down for some good conversation, just shooting the shit, right? So, like, if we get triggered too early into somebody trying to show off or whatever, maybe we won't get the opportunity to actually learn who they are, because we give a snap judgment because they just wanted to say something funny or maybe something they thought was slightly rude or ignorant. Now, like, the guy who was saying gay, obviously that's a no-go. If that's the only thing you have to contribute, you're gone. Or if you got racist terms or slang that you're throwing out or stuff like that, or if you're just like being completely blatantly rude, I guess, like calling me a bunch of names. But even when someone's calling me a name, I really don't care that much. Like, it's not going to make it so I don't sleep at night. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I've been called so many names at this point in my life that they mean nothing to me anymore. So, like, call me what you want. I really pay it no mind, or try not to. I'm beyond that point. So you guys do a great job, but I think everything was chill there. There was no reason to get rid of anyone except for the guy who was being extremely rude. What, James or something? Oh, Munchkin. I shouldn't have sent her to school the day. I kept asking her, I'm like, are you sure you want to go? And she was like, yeah, I want to go. And live and learn. Oh, Munchkin says hi, Corey, as well. She's been saying it the whole time while I've been rambling, I think. Well, with this cold snap, I think tonight's going to be a pretty chill evening, folks. I got some dishes to do. I'm going to do some laundry, try and get all caught up around the house. I'm not a winter person, so I've kind of been in hibernation mode. I think I'm going to try and get out and work a good solid day tomorrow. And then wait for after the dig out and get back to work again on Monday. Monday or Tuesday. No going to work, Munchkin? Not today. Oh, okay. She's already telling me that I'm playing Fortnite, I guess. She wants to play some Blitz. I'm not good at Blitz, though. Who am I kidding? I'm not really good at Fortnite in general, but, like, I'm good with certain weapons. I'm bad with most of them, though. If that makes any sense. More of a strategic player. Thrive in the chaos of a moment and try and pull out a win there. If it comes to just like a straight shootout, though, and they can aim, then I'm probably done. Oh, yeah, Corey, I did. So I've got you on there. So if I see you online, or if I'm doing well, Sunday's supposed to be snowy and shitty, so I don't know. Maybe if anyone wants to get together on Sunday and do a community stream, we can technically have a group of up to 5 people now. So hey, thanks for the likes, folks. 4 likes, not doing too shabby. My throat's getting dry. It's getting hard to talk. You in, Kip? No, Corey's still here. He might play some Fortnite with us. Is that okay? I said Corey might play some Fortnite with us. Is that okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna team up. I think that's a good idea. Oh, drink some more water, please, love. You need a tissue. Okay, we'll use a tissue. You have them. What's that? I can hear you, love. I'm sorry, sweetie. It's too windy. Oh man, my foot is so cold. I think the breeze is coming through the door, and even though I'm not like feeling it, my boot is just like frigid right now. Oh my god. Your boots are cold? No, I'm glad your feet are warm. Making me so sad, Munchkin. Because you're coughing so much. I feel bad for you. Probably be, if I don't fall asleep, I'll probably be trying to do a Fortnite stream tonight. But I want to do some dishes, I think, when I get home. It's first priority. And load of laundry, maybe. You're going to try and stay awake at bedtime? No, I don't. No. Sweetie, I don't want you to stay awake. I want to stay awake. You can go to bed. You want to play Fortnite. Home. We got the sun on the phone, so I can't see anything. Yo, what's going on, Evans? How you doing? Oh, nice, dude. You can't see? Yeah, the sun's in our eyes, eh? Oh, the phone's just got me on it, and you won't be able to read their chat from back there anyway. Oh, like they gave you the day off today because it was -20? Well, that's good that they didn't make you walk around in this shit. It would be a pretty frosty day to be out fucking stomping around checking meters. You might get Monday off too by the looks of the weather. If we all get as much snow as they're predicting. Oh, sweet, more water, please. Lots of water. Maybe we'll have a hot chocolate or something when we get home. Unless Mom real nice. She'll make us some hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. The warm would help your throat a little bit, yeah. No, cold water helps your throat too. No, I wouldn't drink cold hot chocolate. Cold hot chocolate would just be like chocolate milk. Well, I'm trying. Oh wait, no, I'm not allowed to. Never mind. Nothing, sweetheart. Nothing, sweetheart. Oh my gosh, just not important. I was gonna say I really like hippopotamuses. Why'd you say I am a man, Evan? You're saying it's not cold enough for you? Is that what you're saying? I always thought you were a man. I never questioned that. I'm very confused as to why you stated that all of a sudden. I saw a guy walking around when it was like -20 the other day, and all he had on was shorts and a t-shirt. Oh, nice, dude. Good luck. Little one saying hi, Evan. Oh, poor little girl. A true Canadian. At one point I thought about offering to take empties back for people while I was like delivering them beer and stuff, but I don't know what bugs and stuff are in their house. I don't want like, I guess it depends on the house. If it's like some nice old people where it's like clearly like a clean garage or something, then maybe, but I don't want to just like offer it as a blanket service for other people. It's like, well, if I'm going back this way, I might as well, I can take your empties and I'll make an extra $5 for this delivery. Like, sure, why not? Mm-hmm. What's up, Munchkin? My God, folks, that is not how you do that. Do I remember the guy at the fair? What guy at the fair? The guy who spanked my butt at the fair? Sweetheart, we weren't supposed to tell people about that. I'm just joking, people. There was a guy who was doing one of those hammer swing things. You swing the hammer, hit the thing goes up and hits the bell, whatever they're called. But yeah, so he had a inflatable hammer and he came up and smacked me in the bum with it, and that's what the little one's referring to there. And then he smacked my child in the face with it. Yeah, and I didn't do anything about it. I just laughed and she was upset. I got them. What's going on at the fair? Nothing right now. Next year, maybe I'll take some time to stream some fair stuff. We did go on the Ferris wheel. And Munchkin went in the haunted house because she thought she was big enough, but she wasn't and got scared. Yeah, you could hear everything. They were really loud. And they would pop up and be like, "Rah!" There were ghosts in the haunted house, yeah. Oh.
Outside.
Oh, outside the haunted house there were the ghosts. Alright, should we go inside? No? Why are we going to stay in the car? Because why? Because why? That's not an answer, sweetheart. Why are we staying in the car? Because I always say I like staying in the car? I think you benefit from going inside. No? Well, we can't stay out here all day. We run out of gas. Okay. So should we go inside? Yeah. Should I end the stream then? What's that? You say keep the stream on. Well, how am I supposed to get you out of the car if I keep the stream on?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, why don't we end the stream for now? We can start another one later. Okay. All right, folks. Peace out. I'm going inside with the Munchkin. Have a good day, and I might see you shortly when I go and start doing some dishes, or later on when we play some Fortnite. Not sure, but I should be back sometime this evening. Thanks for joining me, folks. Oh, bummer, Corey. I guess you're not going to be getting a delivery when you take back your empties.